1. Cognitive behavioral techniques, reframing thoughts. One of the most effective tools for dealing with mental illness is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This technique teaches you how to recognize unhelpful thought patterns and replace them with healthier, more balanced ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I always fail at everything," you learn to challenge that belief with evidence. "I've succeeded before, and one setback doesn't define me." By reframing negative thoughts, CBT reduces the intensity of emotions like hopelessness, anxiety, or guilt. A simple exercise is journaling your automatic thoughts when stressed, then writing down alternative perspectives. Over time, this weakens the grip of destructive thinking and builds resilience. The goal isn't to suppress emotions, but to break the cycle where distorted thoughts fuel emotional pain. Even on your own, small CBT-inspired practices, like questioning absolutes, always, never, or identifying triggers, can shift how you see challenges. This technique empowers you to respond to situations with clarity instead of being overwhelmed by your mind's worst-case scenarios. It's not a quick fix, but with consistency, CBT rewires your thinking patterns and creates a stronger foundation for emotional stability. 2. Mindfulness and meditation practices. Mindfulness is the art of grounding yourself in the present moment, instead of being pulled into spirals of past regrets or future worries. This technique is particularly effective in managing depression, anxiety, and stress-related mental illness. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require hours of meditation. It can be as simple as pausing to take 3 slow, deep breaths, noticing the sensation of air filling your lungs. Over time, mindfulness trains your brain to observe thoughts without judgment, reducing the power of negative self-talk. Guided meditation apps, body scan exercises, or mindful walking are simple entry points. For example, during mindful walking, you focus on the rhythm of your steps, the sound of your surroundings, and the feeling of the ground beneath you. These practices interrupt mental autopilot and create mental clarity. Research also shows mindfulness lowers cortisol levels and improves emotional regulation. The key is consistency. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can help. Think of mindfulness as mental hygiene, much like brushing your teeth. By incorporating it daily, you give yourself tools to navigate overwhelming emotions, slow racing thoughts, and cultivate a sense of calm, even in difficult times. 3. Structured routines and behavioral activation. Mental illness often thrives in unstructured time, feeding on uncertainty and lack of momentum. A proven technique to counter this is behavioral activation, which involves creating a structured routine that integrates small, rewarding, and purposeful activities. For someone experiencing depression, it might begin with simple goals like take a shower before noon or walk for 10 minutes outside. These tasks may feel small, but they serve as anchors, interrupting cycles of inactivity and hopelessness. Over time, you gradually build up to larger goals like reconnecting with friends, pursuing hobbies, or tackling meaningful work. Behavioral activation emphasizes action before motivation, reminding you that waiting until you feel like it rarely works. Structure also reduces decision fatigue. Having a consistent sleep schedule, meal routine, and set times for work or rest can stabilize moods. The goal isn't to overpack your day, but to include just enough structure that your brain has positive cues to look forward to. This technique works by aligning daily behavior with long-term values, proving to yourself through small wins that progress is possible, even in the face of mental illness. 4. Journaling and expressive writing. Writing is a powerful technique to process emotions, clarify thoughts, and release mental tension. Journaling provides a safe space to express feelings without fear of judgment, which is particularly helpful when dealing with conditions like anxiety, PTSD, or depression. Expressive writing techniques encourage you to write freely about your emotions for 15 to 20 minutes, without worrying about grammar or structure. This simple practice can uncover hidden stressors, give insight into recurring thought patterns, and make overwhelming feelings more manageable. Another approach is gratitude journaling, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, this shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present and positive. Journaling can also be structured with prompts like, "What drained my energy today? What gave me joy?" These reflective exercises create awareness and help in identifying triggers or progress markers. Neuroscience studies show writing reduces activity in the brain's fear center, calming stress responses. Whether done daily or a few times a week, journaling acts as both a release valve for emotions and a mirror that helps you track your healing journey over time. 5. Physical wellness techniques, exercise, sleep, and nutrition. Mental health is deeply linked to physical health, which makes wellness techniques critical. Exercise is one of the most powerful natural antidepressants and anti-anxiety tools available. Even a short 20-minute walk releases endorphins, reduces stress hormones, and improves mood regulation. Sleep hygiene is equally important. Mental illness often disrupts rest, but simple steps like limiting screen time before bed, keeping a consistent bedtime, and creating a calm environment can restore quality sleep. Nutrition also plays a role. Foods rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and vitamins can support brain function, while excess sugar, caffeine, or processed foods may worsen symptoms. Hydration is often overlooked but impacts concentration and mood as well. Together, these physical wellness techniques create the foundation for resilience. They won't eliminate mental illness, but they equip your body and brain to cope more effectively with challenges. Think of your body as an ally. When it's nourished, rested, and active, it's better prepared to handle emotional strain. Making physical wellness part of your mental health toolkit ensures you're not just managing illness at the surface level, but strengthening your entire system for recovery and long-term stability.